Okay, so as we all know, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is going to be coming out to us at some point next year. And I'm looking forward to this because I've seen all the trailers, I've seen the demonstrations, like the gameplay demonstrations up to this point, and it looks phenomenal. The only bit of online we were shown was, the idea of sneaking into a player's base and stealing resources and, taking some of their soldiers and having them defect and join your unit. And it was a good little concept, and I'm sure they're still sticking with it. But we'll see what happens with that. When the game actually releases. We got Metal Gear Online. And the Metal Gear Online trailer, you can check that out, which I'll have in the link description down below. It'll give you a little idea of what the online is going to be like, and it's starting off where one team is going into the base to try to obtain this data disk, and the other team's trying to protect it. And it was a good little demonstration. It reminded me of the first Metal Gear Online because this is actually going to be the second one to us. Metal Gear Online, first came out years ago back on the PS3. The Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots game, because that was exclusive to PlayStation 3. So Metal Gear Online comes with it, and it was a completely new experience. I don't even think, and they really didn't know how fans were going to react with the Metal Gear Online, because they intended to have this for like maybe a year or two, and I think it went on for like maybe 3 or 4 years. It was basically, I just remember it was a lot longer than they really expected the online to be. But because fans, they enjoyed the living hell out of this game. I was one of them. I played the living shit out of this game, and I sunk hours into it, and it wasn't by any means completed. It was kind of like a 50-50. There were times where it was, really buggy, and there were other times where it played, just really solid, and you had a good, fun experience. It was really sad, though, to see those servers go down, but like most people know, I acknowledge this. I mean, anything that's online doesn't last forever, so unfortunately, that's just how it is, unless they come out with some new version of it or whatever. I mean, it's not going to stay up there forever. But it is always fun to play these games, for the time that we have it. Yeah, this will be the second time that we get a Metal Gear Online, and I'm all for it. I really am, because seeing this now, I just realized that I'm going to be sinking a lot of hours into this game. Not just the single player, but the multiplayer, for the most part, anyways. And now this is across the board. This is not just an exclusive. I mean, you've got this on PS3 and 360, last gen. You've got PS4 and the Xbox One, this gen. And you've also got PC, which thank God that we got that on PC, because I love playing my games on PC. The only console I play, because the only one I have, is the Wii U. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, because there was a point where I was really debating about whether or not I wanted to get a PS4 because of that one game, Metal Gear 5. There was a time where I thought that, but now I don't have to worry about it because we're going to be getting it on PC. I mean, hell, we're going to be getting Ground Zeroes in what is it, like 5 days from now? At least at the time I'm recording this anyways, 5 days from now, that we're going to be getting Ground Zeroes on PC. And I know Ground Zeroes has been out for a while now. It came back out in May, I believe it was, at the beginning of this year, May. And I had played a little bit of it. I wasn't able to play all the other missions that you can play through and just kind of get, because I guess the more you play, you can obtain more weapons and things like that. Leading into Phantom Pain, you can use those weapons or whatever. I was like, okay, at least that's what I hear anyways. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really played all of Ground Zeroes. I mean, I know it's a short game. It's just an introduction, basically, leading into the Phantom Pain. This 200 times the size of Ground Zeroes, and I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, I'm really excited for that coming onto PC, and it's gonna look 1,000 times better. Getting a little off track right there. Back with the Metal Gear Online, I don't know if they plan on keeping it around for a little longer than the original Metal Gear Online that was brought to us years ago. but I hope they are able to keep it around for a little bit longer. That's really my only hope. My only concern, the only thing I'm concerned with is if you remember, in the first online, back on MGS4, there was a leveling system for every character. If I remember correctly, yeah, you can level up like your weapons and your CQC and things like that. That was fine, but I didn't like how you could level up your character, and plus if you were doing really bad, it just went down. Because I always saw my level was going up and down. It was never like at one spot and then going forward. It would always go up and down, and that was kind of an unfair advantage, because if you had somebody else who was like constantly playing the game and that's all they did, their level's really high and you're somewhere like in the middle or even lower, they're gonna have the upper hand, because trying to kill off those guys, their life is so much more, it's I mean, it looks the same on screen, it all looks the same, but realistically you're gonna have a harder time trying to take them out as a just because they're at a higher level, as opposed to if they were equal with you. But and I always felt it was an unfair advantage, even to those who were lower than me. If I were taking them out with ease, I would, at the end of the game, I'd actually feel really bad for those guys, and that's my only concern. I really hope they don't bring that stupid leveling system. I hope that it's just, leveling up your handguns or your assault rifles or CQC, things like that. That's fine, but don't implement this whole like leveling system with every character, because I don't see the point. I think it's just unfair for everyone, especially for those again who can't play it as much as they would like. So that's my only concern. Everything else, I'm looking forward to. I hope they bring back the capture game in that, because where you go to certain spots in the map, the more people you had in like that little square to take over that spot and just try to get every spot in that stage, that was a fun game. I loved playing that one. That was my favorite. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. You can go check that video out in the description down below. I'll have the video link down there. I definitely am now looking more forward to this than I was, weeks ago. Because again, weeks ago I was already looking forward to this, but now with the online added to it, absolutely. Again, the link in the description for the video, the trailer for the online is in the description down below. You can go check that out. Thanks again for watching this video, you guys, and I'll see you guys later.